everyone, it's Shari Carroll for SimonsSaysStamp.com with the April 2015 card kit called Celebrate. I'm going to start off with the stamps, and this stamp set is called Big Birthday Wishes. It's got lots of great sentiments and also a balloon and candles and great things for birthday. Next up is a gold rub-on set from Pink Fresh Studios, and it has lots of nice sentiments as well and other icons that you can add to your cards. The 6x6 papers this month are from Basil, and these are gold and craft, and it's almost like the gold is debossed into the paper, so these are really, really gorgeous. Like I said, 6x6 sheets, and the back side is just plain craft. You'll also get a roll of washi tape from Pink Fresh Studio and also 5 star brads. You'll also receive 2 sheets of the 120 weight cardstock from Simons Says Stamp and also some orange peel, doll pink, and mint cardstocks. Another fun item in your kit will include a colored rub-on set from Pink Fresh Studio for Simons Says Stamp. I've created a card using the stamps from the set, and I like that you can make a birthday card in any color for any gender. So I started with my stamps, and I've also used my Misty. So the stamp set includes all these great greetings, and I thought it would be fun to kind of stack them up. The Misty helps me stack them and align them perfectly. I have 2 of my greetings positioned on the left side, and I've left a gap in between so that I can add another small greeting once I'm done stamping the larger ones. So I'm starting off with my mint ink, and it's a really light impression, and what's great about the Misty is that I can go back over and re-ink, and once I've re-inked my stamp I can go ahead and press it right down exactly where it was the first time, and then I get a really nice darker impression. So I'm going to go ahead and use my fingers to push that down in there. There's a little bit of a padding underneath where the paper sits, and so once I press that down, I'll go ahead and lift that up, and you can see that it's quite a bit darker. So once I've stamped my first impression, I'm going to go on to the Coral Reef ink and stamp the Yay portion. And so this will be stacked just down below. Give this a couple taps with my ink pad. And once I'm ready, I can go ahead and press this down. Now I'm repositioning my paper. I've scooted it up, and I'm ready to do the stamping again. Since my Coral Reef is out, I'll go ahead and start with the Yay, and I'll just repeat the process like I did for the first 2 impressions. Next, I want to stamp the It's Your Birthday, and it's a really skinny little strip, so I'm going to go ahead and place it in between those 2 messages. And what I'll be doing is I'll be removing my other 2 messages before I stamp. So I have it positioned where I want it. Go ahead and take these off. And now I'm ready to stamp in between those other messages. So just make sure you line up your paper so that it sits right in between. I'm using smoke ink, and I'll give this a few taps, and now I can just press this down, and I'll reposition my paper in between each of my stampings. So just make sure it's lined up and scoot it if you need to. And there's this magnet that comes with this, so that holds your paper in place while you're doing your stamping. So this is super easy to do grouping of stamps where they're lined up in a stacked form like this. The next thing that I've done with my card is I've added a mint panel to the card. I've also stamped It's Your Birthday onto the left side, and I've raised this up with a few foam dots, and I've used the balloon die and I've cut into my panel. So that's really easy. I let it hang off the edge. I thought it'd be kind of interesting to let it hang off, and I've used a few foam squares on the back of my balloon. To put the rest back together, it's really easy. I'm just going to use some of my tape runner on the back of the panel, go around all the edges, and I want to make sure that I get in kind of close to the balloon, just in a couple spots, and once I'm ready I can go ahead and line this up and put it onto that mint panel. And lastly, I'm removing the backing of some of my foam squares, and I'll go ahead and just press this in place onto the card. As a finishing touch, I've added a little white bow to the bottom of the balloon, and that's it. So I hope I've given you some inspiration on how to use your stamps from the April 2015 card kit from Simons Says Stamp, and thanks for watching.